Viewers and subscribers, welcome back on this platform, BVI Channel 1, where truth is the gospel we preach. The truth that will set us free from Nigeria, irrespective of where you come from. As long as you desire freedom from the impunity, the oppression, the subjugation of the Nigerian state, particularly my own people from the southeast, especially the politicians who are looking up to Abuja for what they call Igbo Presidency. I want me to listen to the Fulanis from the north.
This is a political situation. We are in a political government, and under a political dispensation, the voice of the people is the voice of government. Government has no authority on its own. Whoever become a governor, a president, a senator, a member House of Reps, a member State House of Assembly, or a local government chairman is doing that on the neck of Nigerians. Now, Nigerians are not happy with what these governors are doing. Even within the state that they reside, the people that they think are the members or the citizens or indigents of those states that they think they are truly not happy with this, because we have received several complaints, even from the Yorubas themselves, that their governors are doing what they are doing. And again, like I said, we are under a political dispensation. And these same people are saying that they needed power in 2023. I wonder how we, the Northerners, will accept to vote anybody that is not a Northerner in 2023 with this kind of arrangement that is going on, that openly, even as at this time that you are not in government, you are already indicating that you cannot unite the country. You are already segregating against Nigerians. You are already depriving some Nigerians from their means of livelihood. Now that you have not been given the opportunity to lead Nigeria, you are already doing this. Then what more if we decide to accept that we will support any candidate from the southern part of Nigeria? It means the north will be gone. I think this is also a better and stronger basis within which we will continue to clamor and call on our people to know that they cannot and should not and should never, and we will not allow through the ballot box anybody that will not unite this country to be the next president of Nigeria in 2023, because automatically you have indicated that you cannot hold this country together. If you are given the opportunity to lead, you are only going to divide, because what you are doing now is a method of division. It's an indirect dividing the country, because where you deprive me of my means of livelihood, and what else do you expect me to do? What else? And we are talking of crime and criminality. And we are trying to see to it that crime and criminality is reduced to the barest minimum. The government at the center is doing everything humanly possible to ensure that crime and criminality across the federation is being reduced to the barest minimum. But by this act, you are indirectly instigating violence. You are indirectly instigating chaos. You are indirectly, expressing that you are not willing to continue to, to harbor other Nigerians from the other part of the country that are resident in you. And I've said it before, I'm going to repeat it again. In Kano and Kaduna alone, you have more than 19 million, in the entire northern Nigeria, you have more than 19 million Yorubas resident in the 19 northern states. And not only resident, these guys owns personal property, land, farmlands, houses, and shops, and what have you. And we live with these people peacefully. We try as much as we can to protect them, to protect their lives, to protect their properties. Why is it that the properties and the lives of our own people that are resident in your own state is not being protected, is not being guided? That is not to say that we don't know what we are doing. We are not fools. We also have feelings the way you have feelings. We think the way you think. We can act the way you act. But we have been trying as much as we can to restrain our people from taking the laws into their hands. And by what you are doing, you are instigating violence. So we are saying that the southern governors should go back and have a rethink of this, their policy. We don't have problem with their policy for as long as they are going to provide an alternative for our people that are resident there, most especially with this grazing issue. If you are going to provide alternative for the Fulanis, build grazing reserves for them. and then let them go into the grazing reserve and be paying you on meritorium, or even if it is rent on a monthly basis. But you are passing a law that says you do not want to see a single cow moving on the street. You do not want to see a single cow moving on the street, and you do not provide an alternative for them. For God's sake, how will they feed those animals? How? How will they be able to feed these animals? And you keep on arresting these animals and also charging fees, arresting, charging, and collecting fees from the Fulani nomads that are innocently trying to find a way of putting ends together.
You've heard them. You've heard me say it over and over that we don't need Abuja to fix our homeland. And if we play the politics of the Southeast, let me begin with, or perhaps relate with the old Eastern region and play the politics of Biafra, the politics of your homeland first, the politics of the interests of your people first. You see, all these people Natagboro Nasaro as a former will not be opening up their vocal cavity to be vomiting rubbish. They are speaking on behalf of their political class. It will still play out in 2023. Makandibo Presidency 2023. In as much as an average Igbo man or politician is looking forward to making things better for all Nigerians, because I know one Nigerian isi onani buani at the expense of our own development. What I am advising all of you is to first of all come back home. Let us begin to fix our homeland. Let us first of all restructure our homeland, because it's obvious that even the Nigerian restructuring is elusive with the kind of politics that is being played. But I believe we can restructure our homeland and make it worth living. Then other people will copy same. Before you know what is happening, adore Nigeria, vam, vam, vam. Oh no, if only our politicians will heed to my voice and heed to this advice. Come back home. Play the politics of Igbo land. The 5 governors of the Southeast and the 5 states is enough for us to start fixing our economy without even dependent. I know some of you will say Abuja exclusive list, blah 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 blah, and the rest of them, that the constitution will undermine it. Foul. If you have people who are committed, our schools will start working. Our primary schools, our vocational studies, where we can train our young people to meet up with the world where they are heading to. Innovation. We've seen young talents on the street. Who is going to pick them up and transform them to world class? Who will in turn make our homeland enenebe ejigoru. We have the best brain that can design transport system, rail network. We have what it takes to fix it. And we will look inward and start creating jobs through industrialization. Go to Aba, go to Newi. You will see what our people can do. But because we have irresponsible political class looking up to go to Abuja, and at the end of the day, they will say that now it is our turn. Not be our turn, now their own turn, the politicians. They could know you use us for the trade. With due respect to all the men I respect so much, vying or eyeing Asorok in the guise of Igbo Presidency. With due respect to you, we need to come back home and start fixing here. We don't need to start going to China to import things that we can produce in our homeland. When we do all these things, will not come out on the media platform to be vomiting rubbish, because this is the height of insult. trying to let you know you are nobody and you have no right to rule over them. Anyway, that is what their forefathers said. Ahmadu Bello. That the country called Nigeria, he made this statement October 12, 1960. 12 days after Nigeria independence. That the new country called Nigeria, I'm not calling it a new nation because Nigeria is not a nation. The new country called Nigeria is the estate of their great-grandfather Usman Danfodio. That they will use the minority of the north as willing tools and the south as conquered territory and never allow them to rule over them. Now look at this. Has it not played out in full? Have they not used the minority of the north to subjugate the rest of the people in Nigeria? They use them as willing tools, practically, during the Biafra war, the genocidal war. They used them. Where are they today? They are now the biggest victims of the Nigerian state. What about our brothers from the west? How far? And our own blood brothers from the south, as they call it. How is the Biona now? So the only thing that can save you is to start playing the politics of your homeland. That is the only way to weaken that north, or that center, as they call it. Let them go to hell with Abuja. All the years that they have been military dictators of Nigeria and the president, Keka Road in the north. How, look at them, look at these people. They're going to find the mother. These are victims of the political bourgeois in the north. They covered it. I rant the rubbish. They should burn with that their Abuja and their presidency. My only problem and concern is my political class from the southeast. You are a huge disappointment. Until you return back home, let us come together and fix our homeland. Rubbish. We will balkanize this country by ourselves without an excuse, if we have the right people in power. And I hope Soludo will be a template beginning with Anambra State. And I will ensure it. Mochoria. Obadego noche. If on Yabona or Jenga, to come out no easy. You must deliver on that mandate. Because our homeland must start working again. Our youth must start getting jobs. Our hospitals must start working. Road network, even transport system from the railway to even riverline. We should develop it so that we can look inward and be the world best, because we have what it takes. And I can tell you, our people across the globe will besiege our land. Before you know what is happening, Dubai will be a replica of what we have here. I'm signing out. What do you think about this vision and message? If you believe in it, share it. And this is the time for us to do the needful. I'm only a voice. I have delivered the message. Masu Janet Peters, join GGM today. And together, our homeland will work for us. Bani Demma or the Alamonage. Kachineke Mejioku. I'm signing out. Stay safe.